Hello and welcome to the first ever edition of the One Small Step podcast. I'm so proud to be a part of this. My name is Gary. I'm here with Gregg Bamford, who you know from the Bamford & Co. podcast. Welcome in, my friend.
Thanks, Gary, for having us.
This is the big day. This is something. So we've talked about numerous times over on the live show we do here on the network from 4 to 5 p.m. Monday to Friday. It's called Your Show. And we talk about spotlighting organizations and charities and people that need help and how we can help them. And not only that, how do we help the people that are helping? How do we, I always like to say, make the world a better place, get that karma up and do good things. And it's been something we've been pursuing for months now. And I feel like we are starting to reel it in a bit here, eh, Greg?
Yeah, I'm excited.
So basically explain what's going on with the One Small Step podcast.
Well, I mean, I think a lot of us continue to learn how we can make a difference within our community. I know that when we created One Small Step, we look at it as it's a community initiative, and there's a lot of people that were part of it to come up with the concept and then also to make it live. But we look at this as that we created One Small Step, which is an online website that you can go to and to be able to find charities within your community, local community, and how you can give back to them.
Love that.
And so that was one of the ideas. But the thing was trying to take work off a lot of these amazing people that work within the core neighborhoods and that support our most vulnerable, and how can we make it easier for them to do their jobs?
Yes.
And I think that through this podcast and this opportunity, so thank you to Dufferin Media and yourself.
This is love this stuff, man. That's what we want to do.
It's exciting. And we did a couple interviews before Facebook Live that went horrifically bad. I mean, they went okay, but one got cut off halfway. We didn't know it wasn't.
It's tough, man. It's tough to produce stuff.
Right. Yeah. So, but just being able to shine a light, I think, on these charities and explaining the programs and what they actually do, I think will open people's eyes to how they can make a difference in our community and how we can support them. So
the ripple effect, if you will.
Yes,
Tell us about it, because apparently you wanted to name this the ripple effect, but it's a pretty famous name.
I was just searching things, right? I wanted to find something that was catchy, that people would look at, and so we went through ChatGPT, and I was trying to figure this all out, and then the ripple effect came back like, that's the number one name. And then I was like, how many other people use the ripple effect? Well, it was like a lot. And then basically my girlfriend Caroline said, why don't you just use One Small Step? And simple, I was like,
it's there.
It's simple. And I mean, it is our website, onesmallstep.com. And it is just one small step into making a difference in somebody's life and so forth,
part.
Right?
With the ripple effect, explain to people how that works when you're supporting people and organizations that are trying to make change for the better.
Well, I think we never know what kind of impact we can have, small or in a large way. And I think just by doing something makes yourself feel good, but also makes a difference in maybe the people around you. And when you're giving back and talking about doing it and so forth, it's contagious. People then want to do the same thing, right? And I believe it's all of our responsibility within the community to play our part. And if we can all do it together, I think we can make a difference in people's lives, help charities, and at the same time, make it a better place for everybody.
I end every show on that live show, your show, 4 to 5 p.m. on the network. Every single episode I end with, karma is very real. You do good things, they'll start happening to you, I promise. And that's basically what this is.
Well, we're hoping so. And I believe 5 minutes of kindness. I was thinking about this for last year. Is like if everybody spent 5 minutes doing something kind for somebody, how much different this world would be. Because I mean, it would almost be like someone might get 30 minutes of kindness, and then them thinking like,
what are you
is
gonna
this
do with all
is this
that?
the Twilight Zone? Like, am I getting pranked right now?
What year is this?
The way our world works, it's almost backwards, right?
Absolutely.
So that was kind of the concept, and I think that this is just to be able to explain what we're going to be doing. We're going to have Toby here from the Westside Clinic for our next episode, and these are the cool T-shirts that were straight out of 1500 block. And we're going to get him to explain what they're all about and what they're fundraising for and so forth. And also what kind of impact homelessness is affecting our community in different ways. And maybe things that we didn't know about it, right? And so I think that I've learned a lot over my time because I've had trusted friends within the community and so forth that have shared stories with
You've
me,
been out there,
and
you've been on
I've
the
learned,
street,
right?
yeah.
And but also in 2018, I will admit I didn't understand why homelessness existed, and a lot of people are like, I can't believe that, and I was like, nobody told me. Like if it, like unless you
Yeah.
ask the question, and it's not what a lot of people think it is, right? So I'm excited to have that conversation with Toby and for him to kind of break it down so that we can figure out maybe different ways that we can then support the community.
Basically realizing what people are doing and how you can help. That's the big idea here.
Yeah.
Because as you know, there's a million people out there with a million organizations all doing great, great things. How do you decide which one you want to support and which one you want to help out? And I feel like those are the questions we're going to answer here.
For sure. And then as we keep on going with this, we'll keep on interviewing more and more charities and nonprofits and finding out how we can support them.
I love it. It's a great way to give back, a great way to help out, and like you said, a great way to get that 5 minutes of kindness in every day. And then before you know it, we'll start noticing it's everywhere.
It is. Thanks, buddy.
Love it, buddy.
Yeah, looking forward to this.